All right, Road to a Million, day 32. I am recording this a little bit earlier in the day just because I had something that I kind of wanted to talk about, and I figured this is the best place for me to do so because maybe somebody else is having an issue with making a decision right now or manning up or however I guess you want to look at it. But it's tough. So I pinged somebody at work today, my 9 to 5 job, and I was just like, hey, dude, like, just checking in. And he's like, oh, yeah, his fiance's sister apparently got hit by a car and died. And I'm like, okay. So I could go at any moment, is essentially what that was telling me. And then it's like I had another conversation with my director for a one on one, essentially. And he's like, yeah, so I mean, leadership's noticing that like you aren't performing in the way that you did as well last month. And if you have consistent months at like your 130 to 150 number of enrollments or spend that you're having, like we'll have to put you on a PIP and go through this whole process. And I was like, I don't want to have that. And maybe this is me talking too quickly after just experiencing this, and maybe I should wait to be able to record this later so I have more time to reflect on this said conversation that I had. But I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's what I needed to hear and needed to have because I was thinking it's just like, if I was to go right now, like hypothetically, let's say I just died, bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. Would I be happy with the things that I did? Would I be happy working a 9 to 5 job, making sales, like talking about products and not actually inspiring other people to be better? It's like, I don't think I would. So that's why it's like this morning I don't know, I made probably like 70-ish or so DMs like through my Anime Weeb channel, essentially asking them if they wanted to be a part of a challenge that I was doing for 10 days that helped them achieve a goal that they have set out to, or at least help them think more clearly and remove the negative thoughts that they have within their head. And I've gotten a couple of responses back, so I'm like, if I just do that every single day on my own, I should be able to get my own clients. And if I'm able to do that every single day, like I can have at least enough clients that'll be paying at least enough for me to cover my bills, which is right around $3,000 or so right now. And if I had to, like, I wouldn't move. Like, I'd sell all my shit. Like, I'd move. I'd hit the road. Like, I'd live out of my car. Like, I have no problem doing that now. So it's like, might as well take off this next week, see what I can do, see how many clients that I can actually get to at least provide like free testimonials of such, and then I can start to do more marketing where I can start to charge for the cost. Because I ran into a coach this morning as well at the gym where she says she charges, or some guy I believe was what it was paying somebody $500 a month for a fitness plan, which I wanted to pull this up and I wish I would have done this before I started recording, but I didn't really think about it. He was doing a fitness plan and a fitness plan. Let me pull this up really quick. So I mean, because if I had like $500 or so per month, let's say, if I only have 10, oh, hold on, that's zero advertising. I mean, that would be enough. Like if I could just get 10 clients in a month to pay 500 bucks, or do like an online coaching one-on-one, like it's just a matter of me making the decision. And the decision is always the hardest thing to do. But like after having this call, after having this conversation, and after doing the Miro board that I did last night on essentially how like I was able to go get promoted multiple times, and I'm going to record that video later today. That's essentially like a video sales resume for myself. Like, hey, these are the things that I did. Like I can do the exact same thing for you as well. And that's only if I don't actually acquire my clients. Like everybody that I've talked to is like, oh, stay in your job, keep working your job, like do your passion on the side, and then until that takes over, then you can follow that thing. But for me, like, dude, this is starting to take up more time. Like this is starting to, like, this is something I need to be able to dedicate more time to. I need to be able to dedicate my whole days to them essentially. And like what I do is like I work, like I go to the gym, I come back, and I get to work. And then I read some, like today, like I sent out DMs of which was super easy and simple, and I got people to respond back. And now that I have people to respond back, it's like, hey, you want to be a part of this? Like I think before I was trying to bring everything together and have every preparation and everything in place, but the conversations that I've been having with people like at the Anime Expo or in the sauna or anywhere that I'm at, it's like I have answers to the questions that they'll ask me, and I can provide the solutions that I have provided myself. So I do genuinely believe that the best thing for me to do is just leave my job and try this for a couple of months, and if worse comes to worse, I can get another job. Like it just the other day, like I was talking with some other person. Well, actually, I interviewed, and I think I said this in the video yesterday. Was like I interviewed like sent out my application on LinkedIn, and I was able to get a job application or an interview within the following day. So it's like it's going to be a pay cut, and I think that's something that a lot of people have been telling me, at least the conversations that I've been having with the other people, which I can go into this later, but those people are essentially me just confirming my own insecurities, and I do realize that I am going to have to take a pay cut for a short period of time. It's just I have faith. Like, I know that this is going to work. I believe that it will work because I've seen too many things for it not to work. Like, I know I've been called for something, and I don't know. It's just, I do know. Like, I do finally know what I have to do, and it's just a matter of implementation. It's a matter of me doing what I have to do, and it's a matter of me taking that jump, leaping off the cliff. And that's why, like, I think the Zom 100, like, anime that I also reviewed on my anime channel as well too, is like, the dude was working a dead-end job, and he didn't find true happiness and fulfillment until zombie apocalypse happened, and then he was the happiest guy on earth. Like, yeah, money's important. All I really need is enough money to cover my bills, and if I don't have that money coming in each month, like, I know I can sell. So, like, that's a given. I can always do video editing on Upwork or Fiverr if I need to be able to acquire more customers. I can always just go out and find other work from, like, construction areas or something like that. Like, I can call people and be like, hey, can I do work for you? I can go to yoga studios and be like, hey, can I help you get more clients in? Like, just $3,000 a month or whatever it is. And then I close those deals for them, and I bring more yogis into the studio. So it's like I have backup plans, and I know how to make money. I have to do this because, like, I have days where I feel like I want to go out and I just want to take this and be like, hey, let me just interview you. Like, hey, I do a YouTube channel where I interview strangers on the street, and I ask them what their view on XYZ thing is, or I ask them how they think or whatever it may be, and share their ideas and their thoughts and their perspectives on the world. And I might as well try it. Like, I might as well see what happens. And then I can always hire other people if I need to be able to do the video editing for me. It's going to be a very, very big pay cut. It's just, if I was to get hit by a car and die today, would I be happy? No. So, I'm going to take this next week off. I'll work tomorrow, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I want to get this plaque, but I'll take off next week. Work on getting more clients. But it's just like having this fear of, like, always getting fired or something like that. I don't like that fear. It doesn't feel good. It feels terrible. Like, I'd rather have the ball in my court where it's like, oh, okay, I need to make more. I need to get more clients in. It's like, okay, cool. Like, let me work towards that. And, like, I mean, $500, like, let's say if I had people pay me $500 a month, like, I could have, I mean, I feel like I need at least 15. I mean, 10 would work. 10 would be enough for me to sustain myself. So, I mean, if I just get 10 clients paying me $500 a month for mindfulness coaching, I feel like that's doable. These are the things that men go through. Like, these are the areas and the times when us as men, we have to step up. We have to go to that next place. We have to become that next person in order to find that level of success that we're looking for in life. It's a hard decision to make. It's a hard choice to make. It's something that has to be done because there's multimillionaires, and once you have the information, the skill set, it never leaves me. Like, I can always sell. I can always go get a job doing other selling. It's just I can't always do my own business. I can't always run my own company or do my own ideas and become a one-man brand, essentially. So it's like I might as well give this a go for at least 6 months to a year, give it everything that I have, and reevaluate from that point forward. Pick up small jobs here and there that'll hopefully help me pay my bills, which I have at least enough saved up to where, like, let's say I didn't spend any money on ads. Like, I would have enough. I have about $50,000 saved up. So if I can't make that happen in a year, like, I'll go back to work and I'll work at it again. And the thought just came into my head. one of the guys that I used to work out with, Steve, like he got divorced 3 times, I believe, and he's like, I always had to buy my shit back over and over and over again. So it's like us as people, I guess we do always evolve and we always do find a way to be able to make our living or our dreams come true. It's just before when COVID happened and I could have left my government job as well too, is I didn't think I was prepared enough. I didn't have the sales experience. I didn't understand how to do cold outreach or warm outreach, and I just didn't understand how to sell. But now that I've proven to myself that I can sell and I can sell better than basically anybody else at the company can, it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to do my thing, try it for a year, see what happens. Because as long as, like, my goal, like, obviously get to 1 million, it's possible. I have the skills, I have the information, I have the skill set. Everything else, like, it's going to be pay cuts. It's going to be all these other things that aren't going to work. And after talking with, like, my director, he's like, yeah, I do think that you do have the ability to do leadership. If that is the case that you want to, he's just like, you wouldn't be able to do it at this company that you're at right now because nobody's wanting to move. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But as long as I have that and I have the skill set and I've made the calls and I've been on the phones, it's like clearly I know what I need to do. So it's just essentially a matter of helping people get to that exact same spot. And I can help multitude of people. Like if you're in sales, I can help you. If you're talking negative, like I figure I might as well possibly help salespeople and fitness people as well, just because I have more expertise in that and mindfulness. So yeah, take off next week and I don't know, see what I can do.